100 girlfriends.
Girlfriend.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
we really have peak today. I like
Yeah.
how I was.
All I gotta say.
Go ahead.
All I gotta say is enough of these daily life chapters.
No,
Stop
I love
rubbing
them.
these beautiful
What do you mean?
people's love lives
Oh, okay.
into my eyes.
Are you jealous?
I mean, just see these fuzzy, wuzzy, lovey-dovey love stories. I'm
I
over
will.
here like dry as a.
I will fairly admit. I'll admit this. I can imagine that the vibes would be very different reading this if I didn't have a girlfriend. It would be less like. It would be more like, I want this so bad. You'd be like chapter 1 Rentaro, I suppose.
Yeah, now I say that, but I'm also like literally in that daily life fanfic that I bring up occasionally. I literally write like daily life chapters where it is just this kind of thing where like the characters are going all lovey dovey. So
You write what you want.
I'm,
You write what you want to see.
I'm joshing about being all fed up with these daily life chapters, though they have been like a lot. Like there was the recent little series we had with these part 3 ones were a thing, but we already had like another one recently, but it was just called like Daily Life or something like that.
I'm okay with them. In my head, it's like I think these are the easiest chapters for the author to do. To me, it's if you're writing a series like this, it's got to get increasingly challenging. But like these types of chapters, I feel like are like his break. These must be the easiest to pump out. You know what I mean? Because it's just like it's so easy to come up with these little micro stories of like what would their little days be like. But I don't mind them at all. To be honest with you, I love them. As long as he keeps giving us like a deep story or like the longer ones in between, I have no issue with it at all. I meant it when I said it's peak. Did you have an issue with
Peak of Love Mountain?
No, I mean peak. Okay, so what do we want to talk about first? I mean, I'll let you start because you know where I want to go.
I mean, this is gonna be kind of a deep cut in the Rayos lore or whatever, but that initial little I guess skit, right, with
with the Brit
Matsuri and her being all British girl Matsuri, British Japanese girl Matsuri. That little that contrast between how she is when she's asleep versus when she's awake. Reminded me of this Bleach fanfic I read 15 freaking years ago, back in good old 2012, whatever. About fucking Xylopro Grants taking the female protagonist to some experiment.
Was it a Xylopro Grants ex-reader?
Yeah.
We gotta get Allie in here. She loves him.
The main character was their own character. They weren't like a reader, but it eventually evolved into a romance.
Oh my God.
And anyway, in the 23rd chapter of the second installment of the series, there's this little...
What were you doing with your life?
I remember reading this thing on my phone while we were going clothes shopping, freaking Macy's. I'm just glued to my phone. I'm like, hey, you want to wear this? You want to wear this shirt? I'm like, yeah, good.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You know that meme where it's like, I wonder what she's listed to. It's like, wow, he's so intent on his phone. I wonder what he's reading. Meanwhile, it's like smut with Xylopro Grants.
Yeah, there's a little vignette where the MC is tenderly watching Xylopro in his sleep after they've tied the bow or whatever, and that contrast of about what he's like when he's awake versus when he's asleep reminded me exactly of this sort of.
I do love that.
Very different characters
because he's a really fucked up guy, but what if he sleeps super cute?
Yeah,
well,
is what it was.
There's a joke Game Grumps told a long time ago where it was I think it was Game Grumps where it was no matter how scary or intimidating the character, you have to remember that they all have had a day where they had a nasty constipation diarrhea.
Yep, I remember that.
So imagine Itachi from Naruto, just ate some bad chicken or something, and he's just gripping the toilet. That's very funny. That's very funny to think about.
God. Yeah, for anyone who wants who's interested in that story, it was called a Muscle Memory by I think Reina or whatever. But yeah, if you're interested, that's the name of the story.
Well, then I'll switch over to Uto as the number one Uto fan that I am. Dude, we've got new Uto lore. Uto fans. Uto fans, rise up. Uto likes to sneak surprise kisses, bro. That's you mentioned too, she's learning to give what she gets, because this is character development. I don't she used to be a little bit more meek than this. I mean,
in the last the last day life was 180. We have
she was too scared to. She had to she was trying to hint that she wanted to. What was it again? What she want? Because Yes, yes. So then she finally just like sat. I don't know. I feel like she's learning to be more forward with him, and I love it. And it's very cute. And
base character development at every level, even in these little daily life chapters.
It's funny you mentioned that because Violencio girl, the violent, it's a tongue twister. We got to talk about her real quick. This is going to be messy as fuck because the chapter is, of course, messy as fuck. We're just going to jump around. So with her, when I was reading this part, it just reminded me how much I enjoy that these women have like actual hobbies and lives. Like, God, it's just so refreshing, dude. It's like, oh, I need to go to this like recital that this one has, and like over here, I'm gonna go and like. They have lives. I love it.
He tried so much that you like drenched his fucking dress shirt. Like, I mean, I guess when you're listening to your beloved's music, I mean, I can see it.
Oh, dude, I would love that. I remember I actually went to. I've talked about the crush I had in school that turned out to be a lesbian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I have it?
And oh wait, maybe probably when you're talking about in Chainsaw Man, you're talking about like it's your top of the verses little
yes.
Yeah.
Her name was Deanna. I won't say her last name. I think she'd be okay with it though. She's chill. We're still kind of friends. She just lives like a million states away. I actually did so many things just to see her. I was so down bad for her. I went to same situation. She was in some kind of like play or musical performance. I went just for that. I didn't give a fuck about the play. I went for her. And then I went to prom specifically because she was going to be there to try to get to dance with her. So yeah, I get it, man. I mean, when you see like the girl you're in love with, and for him, he's like a step further. He's actually with her. So it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't realize his okay, I noticed that his shirt was wet in the first panel. I didn't realize that it's still drenched when they come out.
Yeah.
And then he murders a man with laser tears.
Yeah, we all behold optic blast on that bag thief or whatever. Now that's it. Where are Rin's shark teeth? That's a serious charm pointer. But we didn't see any of her. Even when we got the little molto violento like chibi face or whatever. We didn't get her little shark teeth. I love those.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. I was surprised at the lack of molto. I'll be honest. I was like, where is it? She's being so... I mean, but this is a reminder that she is a multidimensional character.
I appreciate that. I just wanted to see the teeth.
I love that she is her real joy. I mean, here's what I'll say. Her real joy, or one of her secret joys, is this violent stuff. But I like that it's not that she hates playing violin, right? I feel like a different writer would have written it where it's like, I'm only doing this violin thing because my parents forced me. Like, she clearly loves that. I remember
that's what I thought was going on during her intro, but no, the writer is deeper than that.
Yeah, and I think that at the very least, I could see her, or at the very most, rather, in terms of like that kind of character writing, I could see her maybe in the future, like, all this like calming violin music is all well and good, but I want to do some like real crazy shit, like like
rock violin,
Nemo
violin.
She wants to do like the like horror movie shit, like
yeah.
Honestly, I would love that for her to compose like her own fucking song. And please. Okay, we got to talk about Rabbit Girl.
Well, yeah.
Actually, honestly,
I mean, we already know it, but he's a goddamn stalker.
The red flags were pretty intense here. I need you to want me. Does he want me? I need him. I can't live without him. I'll be honest.
I mean, luckily Rentaro was colorblind, so he just sees them all as green flags. But if for anyone else, this is too much.
Literally. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, like he would like I mean, she'd probably start trying to like give you like cookies with her hair baked into them. She'd be like, "This has my Piri blood in it," and like it's like
shit.
Like.
Wait, I unironically
okay.
Now we have to walk a tightrope here, a fine tightrope, because I would fuck with that for her character.
I mean, I can understand it,
but it has to be the author cannot make her unlikable, so we have to be careful. Yeah. But what could
one of those things? It's very like in fiction. Yeah, it's incredibly attractive for some people, but the reality of it is like you would like die because she'd see you talking like a coworker or something who's a female, and then she'd be like,
what?
Like
You say that.
Like, don't you love me?
But they are in a polycule, so they've gotten her to.
But that's because she loves
them all.
She loves, yeah, basically.
Well,
so
this is my personal headcanon is that the only way that she is tolerable is because they have so many people.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we essentially saw that as a chapter, right? Like they spread the load. She needs minimum 20 people's worth of love to sustain her physical form.
Even then, she's still sending like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
love,
texts.
Love.
And she's probably doing that. He probably is doing that to all the other girls.
Yeah, dude. No, she's got like 20 different chats open at any given time. She is supernatural. Oh god, and imagine all the other girls. Like, and Rentaro, he responds on the dot, but like some of those other girls are not responding. You know it. You just know that some of those girls,
like Sue, number girl, probably like,
yeah, Sue.
I already responded to you like exactly 26 times. I counted because the numbers help me be interested, but after a certain point, I can't keep.
I think Sue is the type to, you will get one response from me a day, okay, and you will like it, okay? When you have finished with your inane
numbers.
When you have finished with your inane ramblings, then I will give you one succinct response at the end of the day. I know this because that's kind of how I am. I don't like checking my phone all day. I'll fucking like, at the end of the day, I'll check all the messages that I got throughout the day and then respond to them all at once. And I feel like that's what Sue would do. And then you'd have some that are like in the middle. Like I feel like Karane would be like kind of annoyed by it, like genuinely, not just tsundere. And she would just be like,
"Oh my god, yeah."
Also,
like she wouldn't even couch it into. It's not like I want it. She'd be like, "No, I'm literally being annoyed by what you're."
No, this is not my tsundere thing. Stop. You're overdoing it. No, I mean I could also see her like bunny girl here like making plans with all of them at once, and so like she basically is like, I feel like she has the same superpower that Rentaro has. Like she could plan 20 different friend hangouts for the same day and somehow go to all of them. Yeah,
I mean, they're like among the girls who are match made in heaven for Rentaro, she is like the match made in heaven. Like they would, if it was just them two, they would basically be a perpetual like love machine.
Yeah, because they both have infinite energy. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they get energy from love.
And fucks like rabbits, right? I mean, that's got to be something.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You know, the perpetual energy's got to go towards something.
Yeah, they'll repopulate the Earth if they ever if there's ever another like Hahari hairstyle apocalypse, they will single-handedly repopulate the Earth.
By the way, quick aside here, I told you that I had never seen the Twilight movies, and then my friends and I just did a ironic, not like, you know, just so you know, we're not liking these movies. We did an ironic early Halloween party, where we sat down and watched all the Twilight movies. There's a line in the third or fourth, I don't remember. There's 5 of those fucking movies, dude. Where when Bella becomes a vampire, they literally like imply and basically say that like, okay, we never run out of energy now, so we could just fuck like endlessly. We don't have to eat.
Isn't there like a life mate thing they do in either the vampires or the werewolves? Like they do like a life soulmate.
The werewolves
sort of thing.
Imprint on people, and Jacob imprints on their infant daughter as it's like 2 seconds after it's born.
Wasn't it the case that he was never even in love with Bella in the first place? He imprinted on like a fucking follicle in her ovaries from. Like, isn't that
an egg in her? He's just like, yeah. But there's literally a line from like some random like background vampire who's like, after she says that like, oh, we could fuck forever because we don't need to eat and we have infinite energy, and like one of the random background ones is like, oh, how long did we go again? And they're like, at least a decade. So, can you imagine?
Lord.
So like imagine these two in that situation. They would do it.
Yeah, like we said, perpetual motion machine.
Mm-hmm. God bless. So, to capitalize on that horny, let's talk about Hakare's. So good.
The fucking gooner 24/7, like, and he had the gal to like try and blame it on Karane, like.
We need to talk about that. Good.
Oh my lord, he loves that kind of sly, like that sly shit, throwing out these little like. Little, I guess like jabs or whatever, but That's why we love her. That's why we love Hakurei. It's part of her character.
I love Hakurei. The Karane shit is scandalous. It's ridiculous. I like Karane has like.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare
throw my go-kart under the bus like that.
Well, it's also just so untrue. Like, she has had the capacity to be horny, but in like a normal human woman way and amount, right? Like, so that's insane. She's projecting so hard. Karane is she's tsundere, but other than that, she's like one of the most normal girls they have, like on the team, basically. And by the
superhuman, but the superhuman strength is basically just an extension of her.
That's just tsundere,
anyway.
And it is cute to see her like trying to like, okay, I need to channel I can't just be horny. Horny can't be my whole character. Let me just be a girl for a second here.
And then she started becoming her mother at the end there with that thing.
Oh,
I guess that's the only option. You either express your horny or become your mother for Hakurei. That's her only option.
I mean, I imagine if you're like already so horny, and you know the seat's wet. Let's be honest. She's trying to keep the floodgates closed.
Oh my lord.
And then you just get a big tight hug. I think the floodgates opened. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, basically, she had like a mini-gasm right there. Like,
oh, so good, dude. I'm trying to decide if I want to tell a slightly personal story or not.
Well,
I'm thinking about it.
Is it?
It's about Allie, but she's in the other room with headphones on.
I mean, have you told stories of that level of intimacy before?
I mean, it was just going to be about the mechanics and science of a pussy.
Yeah, like that's what good pussy sounds like.
Pussy do be like getting wet. All right, fuck it, dude. Whatever. All right. One time we were laying down, on our sides, making out, and this is like early, like first 6 months of dating, and I don't know if have you at least had the. No, you know what? I don't want to ask you. I don't want to fucking get into your. I don't want to be mean. Because I remember. I think I already asked you this. Anyway,
I mean, I'm not gonna like.
I'm not trying to be like, look at this loser. He hasn't even kissed a girl yet.
I mean, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I've never dated. I haven't even. Yeah, I'm one of those classic kissless virgins.
You're keeping yourself pure for Jesus.
I mean, pure after the things I write, but
Anyway, I have. It's hard to explain. Okay, so like in those early days. And I'll balance it by telling embarrassing things about me too, right? In those early days when it's like, have you read about like the brain chemistry of like early love? Like your brain is producing so much dopamine. It's like heroin. It's literally on the strength of heroin. And like, man, it's so true. Those early days, you feel like you're like floating on cloud nine. It's crazy. I remember the first time we were like talking about and like genuinely like considering like, are we gonna have sex? And both of us are virgins, and like I remember I actually got shaky, like my body was like uncontrollably shaking, and I don't know if it was from nervousness or just intense happiness, because I mean at this point I was 27, 26. I hadn't had sex in my entire life, and I was like, oh my god, it's you're hyped up your entire life about this, right? So
like excitement and anxiety like on a physical level they're the same. Like the only difference is like whether you perceive it as like positive
or negative. Yeah. I've heard that fact before. That's really interesting. But yeah, so all that to say, those early days, your body is like overdrive. And I remember like, I mean, just like making out and kissing with her. And then I'd like drive her home. This is a TMI warning for everybody. You drive her home, you'd come back, and you'd look in your underwear, and there's like little pre-cum stains all over. You're pre-in the whole time. You know what I mean?
You're twitching, your
dick's dribbling. Yep, you're going and your dick is dribbling, okay? Well, one time I got confirmation that was happening with Allie because we were hanging. It's getting spicy, boys. Let's go. All right, so we were fucking laying on our sides, making out, and then we sat up on her bed, and she made like a very cute girl eep noise, and I was like, oh, what was that? And she was like, I think how did she word it? But I'm just gonna tell you what happened because I don't remember how she worded it, but essentially like the wetness was pooling in her vagina, and then she sat up, and then as she sat up, it all like leaked out.
all right.
And I was just like, I'm sitting there, at this point I'm still a virgin. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, okay. And she went to like take care of that in the bathroom because, we weren't fucking yet.
As a romance writer, taking notes. Yeah, the wetness can be.
It can pool. It can pool, and then you sit up, and then it can pool out. Yep. And so I'm sitting there like, oh, okay, you go take care of that. And then I'm just like internally screaming because I made a girl that wet. It was such a good feeling. So anyway, that's my personal story here. But that's what's happening to her right now. It's pooling.
Oh my lord, yeah. Like the people come into that Ferris wheel after, I'm like, what the hell happened?
Oh, here? It's gonna be someone spilled a slushy here. It's all sticky.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You'd be like don't look at that deer. It's it's for when you're older.
Wait, let me smell it. Yep, no, it's not a slushy. It's not a slushy. Holy shit.
And I think we can go on to right after like Yamame. Like,
yeah.
And the way Rentaro did that fucking Michael Jackson lean into that hug.
Bro, like, the lean. Well, I think so. The whole comedy of this is how the size difference, and despite being like 6'5", she wants to be held like a little baby, because that's a great feeling.
He wants to be the little spoon. He wants to she wants to let Rentaro can jetpack on her as she's a little spoon.
I like the idea of going from this really raunchy sexual story I just told to like a more wholesome, like PG one.
Contrast.
Yeah. Allie and I all the time, she's 5'1", I'm 6'3". Whenever she wants to be the big, it just does not work, bro. Like she tries to put her fucking leg over my leg, and it's just like sticking up straight in the air because she can't get it over my fucking hip. So funny, so funny. So yeah, I related in the opposite direction. So she's really cute. Not much to say about that. I'd be pissed personally. Well, hold on, mate. If I was in the movie theater and there were bugs in this woman's hair, I'd be like, this is fucked up.
Oh my god, yeah. Like just fluttering, like, and then the squirrel, like that squirrel is a little territorial. So I mean, I guess it's the reason we didn't see it in any of the panels.
Well, I'll say this: he's probably got a good nest down there, because if there's one girl that's unshaven, it's probably her. She's old school. She's country. It's a
not even like he's nature like type shit.
Mm-hmm. It's a bush. I'm sensing it. I can feel the bush energy.
I'm sure she probably. I mean, I don't mind at all, but she probably has some armpit hair. I mean, I'm imagining like she's got green hair. He's literally like the fucking like the green giant from Ivy. That like yeah. Totally different characters.
Yeah, what were you gonna say? The green giant from like the vegetables?
From the vegetables.
From vegetables.
I couldn't remember the brand name, but I know there's.
Isn't the brand name the Green Giant? I thought that was the brand name.
Actually, oh really? Oh, I just guessed. Like
Green. Oh fuck! You know what? We got our screen recorded. Let's check. Green Giant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
That's fucking right. Oh god, he's ugly.
I got lucky.
I don't like him. I think he's kind of ugly.
I mean, he's just kind of like a middle-aged guy. He's got some wrinkles on his like a cheek or whatever.
Who you got?
Or maybe you're seeing something different from.
Yeah. I think I'm just so used to.
I mean, yeah, he's not a sex icon.
He's not. Yeah. I wanted him to be
a regular.
Go ahead. Say what you're saying.
But yeah, I'm imagining Yamame dressed in that leaf garb or whatever.
A little bush coming out, little armpit hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally all natural,
Bruh, it's so good. Okay.
Now, regarding Neko girl, Tom, I was surprised to see that she's got a jealous side. I mean, normally she seems super laid back and she couldn't be bothered by anything. But,
finish what you're saying.
It's very cute to see his other side. Very cute to see his other side of her.
Yeah, I think the way I read this is that her jealous side only comes out when it's cats, because she considers
other cats.
She considers herself Rentaro's pet, Rentaro's cat.
Yeah,
right?
Basically.
So like she's not jealous about other girls, but it's like, I'm sorry, did you just fucking pet another cat? I'm right here.
He didn't even pet her.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, in that scenario.
Yeah. But at this place, he was being such a stereotypical girlfriend. He's like, they passed the cat. And he's like, Rentaro, was that girl cute to you? He's like, I guess so. Yeah. He's like, he was all tsundere.
Oh man, I like so how.
Cute
well, even like when he tries to win her back over, she's like, no.
Yeah. So I mean, very cute. Very. I mean, like I said, it's the side of Tama that I haven't seen from. So it's very. I mean, this is what these daily chapters are for, to show us these bits of the characters that don't necessarily come up in the big tentpole chapters where they're getting lost on fucking Gummy Island, or the new girlfriend is showing up or whatever.
I think these chapters are very important. Also, I mean, and very impressive for him to be able to lift all these girls, because some of these girls are not Like, I can't imagine Tama is that light. Like, you know, she's not heavy, but like Tama's probably at least like 120, 130, 140, right? I mean,
like a third of that's probably her boobs.
Exactly, right? I mean, any girl with boobs that big has got to be like minimum 130, right? Like, there's no way. And that's not easy to just lift like that. I mean, Rentro's Rentro though. Go ahead.
He'll be Atlas for his girlfriends. He'll hold up the whole world for them.
I want to see him. We must have seen this at some point, but I want to see him try to lift. Yame, is that the big country girl?
I think
he must
maybe. I think one of the other daily life chapters, either she lifted him or he tried to lift her or something like that. But
piggyback ride. I'm remembering a piggyback ride.
Yeah, that one I think was her lifting him, but I'm also remembering something like she fell. Or maybe I'm thinking of that scene with Stu.
Was he like dragging her with her feet, like dragging on the floor or something? I gotta remember.
Something like that, yeah.
All right, so this one with Kusuri. God,
Kusuri Yakuzen.
Oh, I'm so close. Okay, this one with Kusuri, so good actually. Like I'm not a big Kusuri fan. This was the most humanizing I've ever seen her. I think like something about this chapter made her feel like a real fucking human being.
And not a drug fiend, not a crazed drug fiend.
Yeah, she's just like actually getting like fidgety and like she's literally getting the zoomies from these kisses.
From love.
And this
greatest drug of all.
True, that's facts. And this little fucking like ooh sparkly eyes that she does is actually I'm not even shitting you, probably the cutest I've ever found her. Because normally I'm not super into her. This is very cute.
Yeah, I mean I can definitely agree. Like I don't even know how to put in the words the cuteness. It's
well, that's why there's no words.
The writer is left. Yeah, the writer is left speechless by Kusuri's cuteness kind of thing.
I will say though, I've always hoped that we have to come down on Rentaro again for a second. Okay, we have to cancel Rentaro one more time. I've always hoped that whenever they did sexy time things. Yeah, that she would transform. Yeah, but it's getting less. It's getting a little more concerning.
And to say nothing of the fact that like her grandma is like she has no 1 hour a day limit. She's just always 8 years old. So like someday it
has to happen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's gonna have to go fucking Dr. Disrespect on.
Oh god, dude. I can't. I mean, like the bot. You know, I don't want to go into logistics. But like, I want you to. You won't personally on your personal time. I want you to consider the logistics. Not just you, but the audience. Think about the logistics for a second.
Don't put it in the comments. Just consider it privately in your own.
Just like biologically, like I mean, is that? I mean, like, bodies grow, right? I mean, like, how small are we? There's just a lot of questions. I'm just moving on.
Go on to someone who is small but not actually a child. Misaki over here. Yeah.
Oh my god, she's so fucking short. We see her without her goddamn elevator shoes. Look at her.
And she was already short. And they had the gall to put giraffes in the background to mock her even further.
I didn't even think about that. That's so funny.
I literally just saw it. I don't even think I saw him until just now.
You can almost imagine like an off-screen comment that just happened that we missed, where she's just like, "Rentaro, are these giraffes fucking mocking me? I feel like they're mocking me. I'm gonna kick their ass."
Like, I was like, no, come on, they're just like
they're just born like that, you know?
Yeah.
I bet she almost Harambe'd herself. I bet she was like about to like crawl over to the enclosure and he had to stop her.
Oh my lord.
But yeah, I'll be honest, not a lot happened in her segment. It was just like a lot of hugging. Yeah. The theme was hugging in this chapter. Have you noticed?
Just hug.
I love a good hug.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, actually, you're right. They are almost everyone that has something like a hug, or not even like just a hug.
I think the most important thing of her section is just seeing her be lovey for him, because I think a lot of what I noticed in her chapters was she was kind of the one doing the doming, saying, you need to say this, you need to say I love me, or it was always Rentaro, I felt like, doing the lovey shit, and she was just like kind of like the dom. So I do like kind of seeing her with the throb, which means, she, despite her bravado and her I'm just your senpai, she does love him.
She's learning to like evolve past her Napoleon complex, basically.
Yeah, I need another like another couple like solo chapters with her. I do feel like she's in this weird middle zone, like right in between C and B tier for me right now. Like I don't know how to feel about her.
Yeah, this is gonna be an increasingly common phenomenon where we have like a new girlfriend who's just on the start of her character
her journey
versus like fucking like Karane or like some other girls who have like 3 character arcs already. We have to like I don't know. We have to be like I can't wait for this girl to get her character arc. Like,
but see, but the author had her character
where
arc.
They are at right now.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Sometimes we just gotta appreciate where they are right now and just let them grow in the future, you know?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I hope it didn't come off as me saying like she's shitty or anything. Like it's just I really don't know where to place her. I feel like I still don't know her fully. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying because we have these characters who have like gone through several character arcs versus a character who's gone through no, and it creates this like this weird contrast where we're used to being able to look at character X and see like I've seen like 3 different chapters of the going into their deep like character depths or whatever, but then we see this new character who's like we're just getting to know them, and like it creates like a different feeling or whatever than what we're used to for this story.
Yeah, I think we got spoiled by the author because like it's not very often that we get like instantly fully developed. Like I mean the author feels like she's been around for like a year, give it like with all the fucking back to back chapters we got with her. So yeah, we'll get more with her for sure. And we'll continue to get nothing with Sue, I'm sure.
Maybe
I'm just messing around. Any sections? Popstar Kanye West. That one, I guess just another. Okay, here's what I gathered from this one. She's a sub for him.
Yeah, like he's someone who normally hates losing, but for Rentaro, she'll take a loss if it means
she's willing to let her guard down around him. Whereas like she's always in every other situation, she's putting on this character. She's like
not even necessarily that, because like I think the title is more speaking to this like this super competitive person who's like I wanna win. Like that's why she's trying to. I think that's why she wants to be like the most abnormal, idol, because like she sees it as a competition or like
she wants to stand out, be noticed, be famous.
She's trying to win the competition of standing out and being the most idol or the most songsters kind of thing. I can see also the like what you point out of like her being more like like how you explain her as being more like
she doesn't feel like she's in her weird character right do you notice like she feels very normal human right now when it's like just she didn't even mention anything
about I think the only mention of the abnormal thing was during that little subtitle thing for the ending of the chapter, but at your usual or abnormal I love you all the same, which is a nice bit of minor character growth for like she's learning that there's more to life than being abnormal. You can be a normal human and enjoy normal things like hugging your loved one. Like it's not a bad thing to be normal in that way.
It's one of my favorite things in any romance, which is like being willing to show an undefensive side to your partner, right?
Like the unflattering quote unquote parts of which 9 times out of 10 are often the most attractive parts to your partner.
Facts, yeah. And if they're not, you've picked the wrong partner. That's always a very good oh, is she the one? Is this gonna last? It's like if you don't still love them when they're totally defenseless, they don't have their makeup up, they're not like if you don't still love them when they're like lounging on the couch in their panties like fucking with Cheeto dust on their fingers, then you don't love them, right?
Yeah, like that's what they actually mean when they say if you don't like me at my worst, then you can't be at my best. It's not like when they're fucking like going on some sort of like I don't know, like they're being like an asshole. That doesn't count as part of the saying.
Definitely.
Despite what certain people on like Instagram and
try
Facebook,
to use that as like a way as a free excuse to just be an asshole, I assume.
Yeah.
I think we've gone through every part. Yep, we have. Well, I enjoyed it. Does it say what's going on next week? I always forget to read those.
Next chapter, it looks like we're getting a Saki chapter. You know, like, next time the proper way to treat your seniors, which is probably Saki, but I mean, none of these motherfuckers, they might just pull out like Yaku is the point because Saki never even shows up. But
wait, it really could be that's crazy. We have so many girls now that literally could be the grandma just because she's fucking old, or the one that's obsessed with being a senior. That's so funny. It really could be either or both. Maybe it'll be a grandma Saki chapter.
Yeah, and then Kusari can be like, "No, don't take my grandma." Oh my lord.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I really do hope. I hope that it is a fully her chapter, so we can get a bit more to know her. I really liked it. You know, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't mind these chapters at all. I wouldn't want it to be the whole series, but I mean, I could deal with one of these chapters a month. To be honest with you, I really like these little snippet ones.
I mean, that is kind of, I mean, because like the last one we had was about a month ago, so I guess that basically is what they're doing.
Yeah,
like, actually, it was 2 months ago. So.
Well, yeah, there was breaks, which kind of threw a wrench into things. Obviously.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. All right. It just feels like I want to talk more, but I don't know if we have anything to talk about. I'll say this. I wanted to say this is, just a random aside. I think one of the reasons I like Uto so much is it's not just, I've described all of the like mental and spiritual reasons I love her, but just like physically, I love her appearance. I've always been a fan of brunettes. Yeah. I'm a brunette guy. I like her hair. I like the length of her hair, that perfect between long and short. I like the way she dresses. I just, so she's not only like mentally I love her, but like, God, I'm a big brunette guy. It takes a lot for me to like a blonde.
Yes, not even like speaking about her hair. She has like the fucking night sky in her hair.
Sparklies are so good.
I think she's one of the first the girl characters have those sort of like
weird hair stuff.
Texture, texture.
We got to a point where they needed to start doing more visual distinctions, right? I mean, and that's genius. Like whoever, I assume that's the artist that decided that, where they're like, okay, we got to make sure there's always something that helps people recognize them at a distance, and it's very smart. I want to know like canonically what that is though. Do you have any idea?
What does that look like? What's your hair conditioner, girl? Like, what's your hair treatment program? Like, how do I get my hair to shine like the night sky?
I gotta think up an in-character way that Uto would respond to that. Like, what's your hair care routine? And she'd like have some weird fucking bard way to respond to that. I traveled to the ancient caves of Azanor and got dragon scales.
You could say it's what you just said, or you could also say it's this specific brand of
one could say it's L'Oreal.
Who knows?
Or not. Or perhaps not.
I love this line she said one time, and like I think it was Natty's like school teacher had. She said something like maybe so, maybe no. Like it was so silly the way she said it. Like perhaps, like it was like perhaps so, perhaps no, like and that kind of thing.
Maybe it's Maybelline, or perhaps not.
Yeah, that's what she would. It would be something like that. She's ever the mysterious woman. This one,
it's so cute. Her like drive to be mysterious. I could see a chapter I'd love to see of them is like, because I assume he hasn't gone to her house yet, or if he has, it's been off screen. Because I'd like to see like, I feel like you could milk a lot of chapters out of that. Like the first time he visits like all their rooms or whatever.
I think the only.
We've seen Nano's room. We've seen Yamame.
Rooms that he's been in.
No, not Yamame.
Yeah, I guess different rooms that he's been in versus.
Right.
Yeah, he's definitely been in Meme's room. That whole chapter with the fucking Junji Ito ass knitted effigy of himself.
Tier list ranking the girls' rooms.
Yeah,
that's like we need to get to like content creation level of like Tekking 101 with One Piece. Like we need to fucking every aspect of this series. No, but like I
mean this chapter.
Regarding fuck me first. Fuck it, I'm taking charge. We did see a glimpse of her room when she was reading the Ocarina playing for dummies and such. But yeah, like I could see her like, because she wants to be like mysterious, I could see her like buying a bunch of like furniture that she never had before, just like right before he shows up, just to be like,
God, yeah.
look at all this cool stuff I have. Like I could see her going to like a knickknack shop and like buying a bunch of like random little like trinkets, and then like ascribing fake stories to each one of them, so that when he comes in, it's like, I got this facing the dragon in the cave, and I got this one.
Stake in my head.
All right, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, we did get a little glimpse of the Yamame's room, like after they went to the movie. I guess they came back home, and then
it's boring. There's nothing in it.
You can't really see. Yeah, basically, it's all natural. There's nothing unnatural in there. Like the fabric is made out of totally natural fibers.
She has a completely blank table with nothing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all natural. No animals were harmed in the making of any of these furniture items.
In the making of a room.
Yeah. The bed was not a chopped down tree. It's actually just grew that way.
Like she basically what's the word, like Disney princess asked the tree to grow a bed.
Yes, exactly.
That kind of thing.
Well, I feel like we are definitely stretching the content. Wait, hold on. How does Tama wag the tail? I just thought about this.
Oh yeah.
Is this a butt plug?
I mean, if it is, it's the most technologically advanced. I mean, maybe Hahari used her money to buy a cybernetic butt plug or something.
I thought you were gonna abandon. I thought you were gonna abandon the butt plug angle. No. I thought you were just gonna say, "Oh, she got her a tail to help her feel more like at peace with her body." She's trans cat. Oh my god, dude! Yeah, cybernetic futuristic butt plug that she can control with the clenches of her asshole. Absolutely. And with that,
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if you, dear viewer, want to keep up with our daily lives and even our love lives, you know what to do. Mm-hmm. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And the second Rios gets a girlfriend, he will tell the story of him losing his virginity on stream.
Oh my lord! Yeah, I'll write as a fanfic of like myself.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, that's how you don't get in trouble. You're like, no, girl, I would never tell that story. But then you like write a fanfic where like you are one character. Characters. Yeah, you're a character and she's a character, and it's like exactly describing what happened, and it's just like, read my newest work. Wink.
Oh my lord!
All right, well,
I'm sure some fanfic writers have done that, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And on
that
I was trying to think.
Note.
I was gonna say, and on disrespecting the privacy of our significant others, peace.
Yeah. Peace.